What's up, guys? This is Justin from the Board Game Losers, and we are back with our playthrough of Arkham Horror and the Pale Lantern. So the last video, we had a little bit of some rough going on. I thought we were doing really well, and then, it kind of went downhill, as is the way with Arkham Horror. So we're going to get back to it and see if we can't pull a little bit of a W out on this this playthrough. So we finished. I think it was about 3 rounds last time. So we're going to start over. We're starting fresh. I'm not going to go over the characters, but yeah, our biggest issue I think is Ashcan Pete, and I don't know what the best way to deal with this is, because the thing is I don't think there's a way to save him. Stella can't get there. Sinclair Mott can get there. Sinclair Mott can get there and help take on something. So I guess that's what we're gonna hope that we can do to salvage Ashcan. Right. So let's start, let's start with Ashcan, because it's probably the most painful one that we have for sure. So if you remember, Ashcan is over here, Sinclair is way up here, and yeah, Ashcan's got some heavy lifting to do down here. So we've got these 3 enemies. And I did in the last video, I did do the taking the pictures thing, so hopefully you like that. Again, I'm going to try to do that, not making any promises that I'll be able to keep doing that, because it is a lot of extra work, and I really just want to get these out to you guys, and I want to spend more time playing and not editing if I can. So, like Robert Oren says, the most unprofessional channel. Yeah. So, anywho, let's get to it. So, I think Ashcan, what is he going to do? Alright, so I think what he's going to do, because he has the most dice, he's going to attack this Vengeful Pursuer for 2 reasons. Number 1, the Vengeful Pursuer does not have a negative strength modifier. Now, what's slightly different from this attack action and the evade action is, if I were to evade as my action, I actually have to use the worst modifier amongst everything that I have that's attached to me that I'm engaged with. With an attack action, that is not the case. So we're going to get 3 dice. Oh, he's going to focus. That's his first action. Let's give him the best possible chance. Oh my goodness. So that's his first action. Second action, he's going to focus. That's going to be 4. Duke is going to make it 5. And then he's going to get 3 more with his 45 automatic. Okay, come on. And let's use this. We'll set this right here. Actually, I guess I should turn it that way. That's technically. Here we go. We're looking for 3 successes, hopefully. Did we get 3? Oh my gosh. Hey, look at that. 5, 5, 6, 6. That's 4 successes, 3 misses. All we needed was 3. This guy's toast. He's out of here. So, the Vengeful Pursuer pursues no more. And that was from the Wanted condition. Remember, that was the backside of that. So, it's going to go back into the Wanted deck. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Good. So, ideally, next thing that's going to happen, so that actually, wow, just like that, there's his 2 actions. Boom. Next thing that's going to happen is Sinclair is going to come, hopefully, to the rescue. So, Sinclair's over here. Remember, he gets 3 actions because of his pocket watch. Oh no, I just remembered that this was over here. Shoot. That's not going to work. 1, 2, 3. He could get to here, but he's not going to be able to get all the way over there. 3, 4. Man, I just messed that up. Yeah, Ashcan's not gonna make it. Gosh, that sucks. Okay, well, so, gee, okay, what's Carson gonna do? He's going to focus. He is also going to take combat, a strength. He's fixing to have to go in here and try to get rid of this thing. That's his one action. Second action is gather resources. We'll just go ahead and do that. He'll get a buck for that. Might as well. Anything really special for that. But hey, we'll do what we can. And actually, forgot about his anticipation. So because he focused, after you perform a focus action, you may focus one additional skill for each clue in your neighborhood. Well, we have one clue in our neighborhood, so we focus strength, so we get to get another one. And I'm going to end up in this space, so it's not really going to matter. But let's go ahead and focus. Can't focus combat again, which kind of sucks. I guess maybe let's focus lore. There we go. So that's one action. Second action is to move. Means this beast, which we've seen before, attaches. And he gets to do combat. He's going to get 3 dice plus 1, 4 dice for his attack action. In a perfect world, we would get 2 more hits, but we'll see. I can spend 1 focus token to reroll 1 die by using his quietly indispensable. Yeah, but we'll see. Oh wait, action: choose an investigator in your space. Oh, I can't do that. It's not gonna help. All right, let's just try this. And boom, 6 and a 5. Yes. Okay, that's a total of 5. And this was 2 plus 3, 5. So this feasting monster is gone bye-bye. Thank goodness. And because of what he is, Sinclair also manages to grab a remnant. Awesome. And he'll have a chance at the clue, so good for him. Okay, Stella. She's delayed, so she basically only has 1 action. And unfortunately, I guess I don't know what she needs to do. I think she's going to move here because at least here, kind of what happens in this section is potentially she could either pay money and get help the remnant based on the cards that are here. So that's what we're going to do for her. All right, cool. No, wait, you know what? She can't move. I totally forgot that. She has to fight this prowling guy. Okay, now here's what sucks. Oh, gosh. Remember, she's cursed. That's why I have this red die here. So if you did not know, they do make blessed dice and cursed dice. So there's some blue dice for blessed dice, red die for cursed dice. If you do pick this up, those are some dice packs you can get, and then the green dice are the standard. And all the successful sides will have that star on it, that pinnacle. So a pentagram. So that's cool. Yeah, so she's going to go ahead and attack with 3, actually 2 dice, because of her She only gets one action because she's delayed. She just needs one success. That sucks. But when investigating any space, no, that's not it. Once per round, while investigating any space is performing a test, you may spend one focus zone to allow them to reroll one die. So we're gonna have him spend his lore. He's gonna recoup one sanity. She gets to reroll one of these. Okay, well, this didn't help. Great. All right. So that's all she can do. Lovely. Okay. Well, that is the player actions. Now let's go to the monster phase. There's no ready monsters out there. Then each engaged monster deals damage. So she's going to take 1 from this abductor. Oh, that sucks. Ashcan's going to take 2 and a sanity, which puts him to 7 and 5, which is actually both of his. So he is completely gone. And so what happens when an investigator passes? Alright, so what happens? First thing that happens is all the monsters that are in your space disengage. So these will... well, he's going to come off the board. So the swooping scavenger and the robed figure both go here. It's here since there's 3. And the swooping scavenger has the damage. All of the cards that he has become discarded, and his tokens are discarded. So these items are going to go to the bottom of the deck. All these are going to come off of his sheet. And his focus token goes away. And that goes away. That goes away. His money goes away. Alright, and he comes off the board. We do add a doom to this scenario sheet, which is unfortunate. He comes off the board. And so what's going to happen at the beginning of the next action phase, then we will add an additional investigator back. And when we get to that point, we'll go through those steps to add them back. So that takes care of everybody, right? Yeah, 3, 4, she added the 1. Yeah, I think that's everybody. All right, cool. Whew. All right. Each engaged monster deals damage. Each exhausted monster readies. Well, those are already readied. So, encounter phase. Draw and resolve an encounter. She cannot resolve an encounter. He can. Carson is going to draw 1-4. He is in downtown. We hope this is a clue. Hey, it is the clue. Alright, and he is at the Arkham Asylum. So, the doctors attempt to treat you through hypnosis. You or an ally may recover 2 sanity. Well, doesn't have any sanity to recover. In a trance, you relive a memory of robed figures. That's probably the ones that just killed our boy, huh? It's test observation. I just have a 3 in that. That's 2 successes. If you pass, you notice details you missed the first time. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Excellent. And if you fail, doesn't matter because we passed. Awesome. Okay, well, that was actually beneficial. So hopefully in the next encounter, the next phase, he can get this clue onto the sheet because that will let us flip a missing client. That's the encounter phase. And now for Mythos phase. I mean, I guess on the slightly positive side here, we don't have to pull 6 things out of the bag. Yeah. All right. So here's the bag. And what do we have? We've got, ooh, and it's Carson with a blank. Nice. Now, he doesn't have that tainted thing, so we don't have to worry about doing all the negative stuff. And Doom. Ah, Boo doom, boo doom. Doom's coming from, here we are, Hall School. Yeah, well, that's where Stella's at. So, there you go. Hall School. Okay. Stella gets clue. Nice. And the clue is going to go. It's going to go to Uptown. So, I'm going to shuffle that in right quick. Alright, so those are shuffled in. And her last. This is not good. Gate burst. Oh my lord. This is really not good. Guess what? It happens in Central Kingsport. Oh, man. So 1, 2, 3. Well, that's 5 in the neighborhood. So guess what? That's a thing. So we're going to shuffle these up. Put these back into the back. Oh, okay. Well, that could have gone better. I guess it's not the worst, but I was really not hoping for a gate burst because now we've got 2 anomalies. That's going to be extremely difficult to fix. Okay, and that is the end of the Mythos phase, which means now we have to replace Ashcan with another investigator. Alright, and through movie magic, we have our new investigator, and I have chosen Father Mateo. So what has Father Mateo got? That is a good question. Okay, he has a couple of really good skills, and this is kind of why I picked him, because he's got a couple things that I think can help us almost immediately, really. So he's got 2 skills, abilities. Memento Mori. Once per round while resolving a test, you may spend 1 remnant to reroll 1 or all of your dice. So hopefully any testing he does, he can do well on. But he's got to use remnants. So how does he get remnants? Well, after you suffer with Blood of the Martyrs, after you suffer 1 or more damage, you gain 1 remnant. So when he takes damage, he does get a remnant. So that's the deal with that. Then he's got 2 items. He starts with $2, and he's got 2 items. One is Holy Water. You may treat the attack and evade modifiers of non-human monsters in your space as +1. So it's going to make it easier for him to deal with those. And after you damage a non-human monster during the attack action, exhaust that monster. So they become exhausted, and he can basically get them off of him after he's damaged them, which is great. And then Signum Crucis is an innate talent, is an encounter. He can do will -1, which he's got a 4 will, so he's still going to roll 3 dice. For each success you roll, an investigator in any space, again, any space, choose an investigator in any space to discard 1 condition, recover health, or recover a sanity. And it's for each success, so, hopefully we can get several successes, and you better believe that his will is going to be something we focus, because we really need some way to do health and damage recovery, and he gets rid of conditions, so he can actually get rid of that condition for Bella. That's the deal. And as a matter of fact, speaking of the deal, his very first action of the game he's got 2 actions because we're starting a new round. His first action is going to be just that. I wish I had a better way to keep these. Alright, so he's going to focus his will. That's step number 1. Second action is he's going to do, well, he's got to wait to do that as an encounter. So his first action is to focus. His second action is going to be to move, and we want to get him down here where there's a ton of clues. Now, what sucks is his observation's not that great, but, It is what it is. So let's have him move 1, 2. We'll go ahead and pay the $1 to get him down here to 3. 1, 2, and then $1 to get him down to 3, just so he has a chance at these clues. Which 3 clues being in there, we have a pretty good chance of drawing clues. Now, of course, the idea is, can we get them onto the sheet? But it is what it is, and his focus limit is 3, so hopefully we can do that. All right, cool. Hit him. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. He's done. Next, we're going to go with Sinclair. And I think what we're going to do with Sinclair is, you notice, well, this was kind of out of the way. Notice that this space, this crossroads, and this crossroads is connected. I want to get him down here where he can benefit from that same set of clues. So he's going to go move to here. So first action is going to be move 1, and he's going to pay the $1 to go to here. 2, and he's going to actually have to pay another $1 to go to the third space to be in here to do the encounter. That's his first action. Second action, he's going to gather resources, which, might as well get that money back, so we're going to go ahead and put that back on his sheet. And then his third action is going to be to focus, and we're going to focus. Let's go ahead and focus his. Oh no, his third action is not a focus. His third action is to research. Yes, that's where we test observation and put our results on the scenario sheet. So let's just go ahead and do that. So his observation is a 3. He's got regular. So here's 3 dice. He just needs 1 so we can put it on the sheet. 4, 4, 3. That's horrible. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. He focused with his second action. He should have been able to focus 3 more because for each clue in his neighborhood. This hill has a limit of 3. So we'll say one of those was observation, which would make sense since I know that he was going to do that. He already has combat. He'll do lore for the other one, just to kind of give him a +3, since I can't do multiples. So he should get 1 more dice. And it's still no good. Once per round, when an investigator in any space suffers any amount, that's not it. Okay, well, I should have used encyclopedia, to be honest with you, but I didn't, so there we go. That's unfortunate. Stella, what are you going to do? I guess she's going to try to ward in her space. Yeah. I guess she's going to try to ward. Oh, wait. Hey, look at that. That's a 6. That means she finally gets rid of this curse. When not only says count, after you pass the test, discard this. Oh my gosh, she's finally. She can't ward. Dang it. But she would have done an attack. Oh man, now I gotta redo that. Shoot. She only gets 2 dice against this prowling. Forgot about him. Oh, she does still get a 6 though. Okay. So, curse is gone. Thank goodness. That sucked. And then the prowling monster is gone. And there's nothing special about him. She's no longer cursed, which is the most important thing. Now, that means she actually does have another action. So she's going to go ahead and she is going to ward. No, she was delayed. Okay, well, there we go. It sucks. Alright. Oh, alright, here we go. Monster phase. So these guys are going to move. They both move too. This says move toward the unstable space, which currently is Hall School. So 1, 2. This is move toward the most doom, which is either one of... No, actually, it's where it's at. Engage the lowest strength. So I guess he's going to stay there, because that's where the most doom is at. Interesting. Okay. So he's just kind of at bay for now. Each engaged monster deals damage. Don't have any engaged. For the first time since we started, everybody's actually free. Each exhausted monster readies. We don't have any that are in that state. Encounter phase. Okay, so let's start with her. So because she's in the anomaly, she does not get a normal one. She gets one of these Vision of the Moons. So when we're looking at it, we look at how many dooms she has in her space. It says, you sneak aboard a black galley from the Dreamlands where you find crates of red gems. You could throw them overboard, but it would be a strenuous effort. You may suffer 2 damage to do so, keeping 1 stone for yourself. Remove 2 doom from your space and gain a remnant. So the question is, do we want to take that damage? And the answer is absolutely not, because that would kill her. Remove 2 damage. As much as I would love to do that, I'm going to have to decline. But at least she's not dead, because that's honestly what I thought was going to happen. So that's definitely a plus. All right, so we'll discard that card. Then we're going to draw for everybody over here in Uptown. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and for Father Mateo, we're going to go ahead and use his special ability, Signum Crucius. Test will -1. He currently has a will of 5. So he's going to get 4 dice. For each success, we can choose an investigator and any space to discard. You roll, choose an investigator in any space to discard 1 condition, recover 1 health, or recover 1 sanity. Now, the only downside of this is we can't spread it out, right? So this says choose an investigator. So like we would have to, once we rolled, we'd have to say, okay, Stella's going to get to do all that. We couldn't say, let's say we had 4 successes. We can't say, well, Stella gets to get rid of 2 sanity and Carson gets to get rid of, I don't know, 2 damage or something like that. It's all in one person. Obviously, we're going to choose Stella. That's who we're going to choose. So let's just see if we, get no. Oh, wait, he starts off with Remnant, I think. Yeah, he was supposed to start off with Remnant. I didn't put it on the sheet. So we're going to go ahead and spin that to re-roll with his Memento Mori all of my dice. Okay, so, well, there's 1 success. So let's get rid of the damage on her. Cool. Now, Sinclair draws a card for Uptown. Whoops. Card 2. And it is, it is in fact a clue. And he is at the magic shop. So, shop is closed for repairs. You may spend $2 to contribute to Miriam Beecher's expenses. Yeah, so we might as well do that. It's got to be helpful. So we're going to spend the $2. If you do, she invites you in to chat about all the damage that was done by her store by a gang of puppet-like goons with bone-white masks over their eyes. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Hey, he's got 2. Nice, nice. And of course, that card is then going to be discarded over here. Cool. So that is the encounter phase now. The Mythos phase. Here we go. So we're going to start with Father Mateo. And he spawns a monster. Lovely. Void Touch. Spawn at the street nearest leader. So that is going to be right here. So I'm going to put that right there. Lurker. Each investigator suffers 1 horror. This is where it went. That's horrible. Because that means we're going to have to spend some time to go over there and deal with it. Okay. Well, that's the first one for him. Alright, cool. Then he draws a clue. Kingsport Harbor. Shuffle this in right quick. Shuffled. One more clue to Kingsport Harbor. Which is 2. It has the anomaly. Alright. That takes care of Father Mateo. Then we have Carson with a blank. So, nothing bad there. And then Doom, which is coming to Central Kingsport. Whoops. And this is going to be the Hall School, which is right there. Well, guess what? We already have an anomaly there. So, that goes onto the sheet. Now, if we get one more, we're going to have to flip this missing client to the negative side of that. That's not good. All right, Stella, blank, and the last one in the bag, headline. So let's see what her headline is. Headline: Night terrors terrify nightly. Test will. You suffer 3 damage. Prevent 1 damage for each success you rolled. Oh my lord. Well, she may be going bye-bye. Holy smokes. 3 or 4 focus action. Oh yeah. Okay, well, Sinclair is probably going to have to save her from this because remember he hasn't used this prepared for anything. I need to get some markers for that. Here we go. Let's see how many she can prevent. She prevented 2 out of the 3 damage, which means she just takes 1. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's just so she doesn't take any. Sinclair's going to get rid of that lore focus token. That's what we're going to do. And that is all of our hero investigators. Keep calling them heroes. And you can see our bag is empty. So everything goes back in the bag for potential negative consequences in the future. Cool. All right. So everybody's ready to go. Let's flip everybody back. Forgot that was on there. All right. So what do we need to do? Well, fortunately, Stella at least now has her full complement of stuff that she can do. So let's focus on the lore while she's over here by herself. And then that's her limit, right? Focus limit of 2. She's going to go ahead and try to ward here. Oh my god, really? Really? Yeah. That's horrible. I really should have focused Will, I guess. Didn't think about that. That's her 2 actions. Okay. Sinclair. So I think Sinclair is going to do his first action as a research action. That's going to be 4 dice for observation plus 1. But actually, let's do this. First thing to do is encyclopedia. So I'm going to put a I guess $1 on here. Or maybe I'll use these tokens. Or better yet, here's what I'll do. So I have these little Chessex beads that I've used for a couple different things lately. I started using them in a Dungeon Crusade playthrough, but he's used that this round. So we're going to go ahead, Encyclopedia as an action. Let's show that we use that by putting that there. I'll just put these in here. Memories. So, choose an investigator in your space. That investigator rolls 2 additional dice during their next test. You're an investigator in your space. So he's going to roll 6 dice. And, wow. Out of 6 dice, he only gets 1. But that does trigger the missing client. All right, story time. So, you find Dolores. Under a false name in a small attic apartment. When she sees you, she loosens her grip on the iron fire poker, and sighs with relief. A few minutes later, with a cup of tea in her hand, and her shaking hands, Dolores explains that she joined the Lantern Club for a chance to rub elbows with the social elite of Arkham and Kingsport, but has begun to notice the troubling gaps in her memory. Recent reports of missing persons in the Arkham Advertiser conjured cloudy visions of meeting a man in a bone mask at the club, and an unshakable sense of dread. I'll remember one of those clues said something about a bone mask. That group has made me do terrible things. Please, you must help me stop them. So we've got a choice to make. We can either infiltrate the Lantern Club by posing as a wealthy new member, or we can find and interrogate one of the society's officers. Then we have to add another card, 84, behind the mask side up, and return this card to the archives. So, let's let the fates decide. 1 to 3, infiltrate the Lantern Club. 4 to 6, find and interrogate. We're infiltrating the Lantern Club. So, we're going to add card 77 to the codex. Alright, so, card 77. Dolores told you that the Lantern Club meets after hours at the Hall School in Kingsport while the girls sleep in the dormitory. Members of the club wear masks at the meeting, and you'll need to earn a mask of your own to get your foot in the door. To gain a mask and an invitation, you'll have to impress the right people by demonstrating your wealth and social connections. Encounter. You attempt to garner an invitation to the club. Influence check. Okay. You may spend any amount of money to add 1 success to your roll for each dollar spent this way. If your result is 6 or more, flip this card. Resolve this encounter ability only at the Hall School. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess that goes in there. Oh, that sucks. So the next one, it says, this is going to be number 84, the lost one. You find Dolores sallow and drained, shambling dispassionately as though all the color and intensity has been leached from her body and soul. She remembers nothing. No, wait. Yeah. I said at 84, right? Let me double check. I think it was 77, 78. Yeah, add 84 to the codex behind the mask. Ooh. Behind the mask setup. Oh. So this actually, okay, I screwed up. 82 that's behind the mask setup. I'm turning this card to the archive. So actually, a missing client does go away. Okay, I messed that up. My bad. Alright. So, behind the mask. Almost messed that up badly. Okay, what's going to happen behind the mask? You finally gained some headway into the investigation of the Lantern Club, and you have a title for their inhuman leader, the Bloodless Man. The threat continues to build, and you know there is still so much you can't see, but at least you feel like you aren't just chasing a shadow any longer. If cards 85 and 80 or 86 are in the codex, which they're not, return this card to the archive. Otherwise, each investigator may focus 1 skill of their choice, even if it exceeds their limit. Ooh. Even if it exceeds their limit. Okay. So we'll start with Stella. Her influence is low. She still can't have more than one, as I understand it, of whatever she focuses. So I think Will, because that's what she needs for uh, successes over here. So we'll do that. For Carson Sinclair, his limit is 3, so he's not going to go over his limit. But we can still add something. He's got strength. He's got observation. He doesn't have any money. Ugh, that's not good. But he does have a pretty high influence. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this will to influence for Stella, because potentially in the encounter she could try this infiltration to progress the story. For Sinclair, he's got observation, he's got strength. Let's go with lore, I guess. Get him all around pretty decent guy. And then for Father Mateo, he has will, which he's obviously pretty good at. And let's do... Can't do will again, I wish. Let's just do strength for him. He's got a pretty good influence, but that way if he needs to fight, he can fight. Alright, so cool. That is that encounter. Okay, just making sure that was like a chain of like 3 cards. I want to make sure that I got everything that I need to get story-wise there. So I think we're good to go. Alright, cool. So that's taken care of. So now we really need to have to do that as an encounter there, which sucks because that robed figure is going to move towards her. Of course, there's nothing else she can do now, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Right. So, Father Mateo is doing his thing. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to Sinclair here. Oh wait, actually that was his one action. And then he did his second action. I think, okay, I might have screwed this up, but because there were several things that happened right there in a row. His third action, he's going to move here. So he's going to grab this Void Touched. And this Void Touched is going to attach to him. So we're going to put that over here with him, because we don't want that to be giving anybody insanity. So that's his 3 actions. He's done. Mateo, well, he could focus one more time. Might as well, I suppose. Or he could. Oh, he doesn't have the cash though. That's the problem. Yeah, his 2 actions I think are actually going to be to. Oh, he can't get that. Dang. I was hoping he could get over here. 1, 2, 3. Still not enough. I guess he's going to focus and ward. So he's going to focus. He's got will and strength. So let's just go ahead. Let's go ahead and focus his observation, I guess. Just because he might get a clue. And then we're going to ward for his second action. Of course, he got 2, which he really just needed. Yeah, it's not what he needed. But that's okay. It'll work. It cleans that off. Okay, cool. Is everybody has gone with all of their actions. So, time for the monster phase. Monster readied monsters activate. So this is going to activate and hit Sinclair for 2 sanity. And then everything's going to move. Ready monsters are going to move. This move towards the most doom. It's already at the most doom. Rogue figure moves towards the unstable space, which currently is, in fact, the hall school. So it's going to go here, and that is going to attach itself to Stella. So, yeah. Alright. That takes care of the monsters. Each exhausted monster readies. We don't have any of those. Encounter phase. So, he is, we'll go with Father Mateo is the only one that can draw anything. So Father Mateo is in Uptown, and Father Mateo draws. Hey, it's a clue! Yay! Alright, and he is at Hangman's Hill. A dead body lies on the hill amid their scattered possessions. Gain one common item. Okay. Upon closer inspection, you see the body has been mutilated according to certain occult rituals. Test lore. She has a 3 in. That's 2 successes. If you pass, you tamp down your fear and find carved into the body. Fear and find scripts carved into your body. Gain a clue from the neighborhood. Okay. He gets to gain one common item. Well, guess what, people? Yep, that's right. Gain a common item. The shotgun is a common item. It's item common weapon. He's gonna take the shotgun. Oh wait, that sucks though. No, that's okay. He can trade the holy water to somebody. That shotgun. Though he can get rid of the small stuff maybe. Cool. That's awesome. And then we're gonna replace that with. Okay. We're gonna place that with a 38 revolver. Nice. Cool. Of course, remember we still have the headline up there that makes this only 4, which is unfortunate. And that completes that encounter phase. Now we're back to the Mythos phase, where of course, everything's back in here, right? Because we just did that. So let's start with Father Mateo. He is going to test his will -1 for the Signum Crucis. He's going to do that encounter. He's going to choose Bella, of course. So he's got 4 dice. And we roll, and he only gets 1 success. Okay, so she's going to go ahead and heal another damage. So that takes her down to 2, so she's slowly getting better. That's his encounter done. Oh, wait. That was his encounter. This is not the encounter. This is the Mythos. Never mind. Dang, he should have done that. I missed that opportunity. Oh, Justin. Why did you do that? Okay, so we're in the Mythos phase. I don't know why y'all talk about the encounter phase. Because he gained the item proof encounter. Golly. Alright, so Reckoning. Reckoning effect. I think. Okay, no. First thing that happens is this storm rages. God, that sucks. So, remove 1 doom from this card. Then, if there is no doom on this card, flip it. Well, there's now no doom on this card. Beacon on the rock. The storm subsides, and you can see a clear blue light beckoning you from the top of the cliff. Though the people around you claim they cannot see it, you know an ally awaits you at the strange high house in the mist. Do you dare to delay your investigations in the Lantern Club long enough to help them? For each clue on this card, place a focus token of your choice on this card. Then discard those clues. For each clue on this card, place a focus token of your choice on this card. Well, there weren't any. That's unfortunate. Huh. I should have been doing that. After investigator resolves an encounter at the strange high house, they may choose to test a skill. If they pass, they may place a focus token matching that skill on the card. When this card has 3 or more different focus tokens, add card 88 to the codex, then return this card to the archive. Oh, so basically those clue tokens would have made it quicker, quicker for us to have focus tokens on here. Yeah. Dang. Alright, so put that back up there. So we're good there. That's unfortunate. And then the other, for each investigator with Doom in their space suffers 1 horror unless they discard 1 focus. The only person that would affect is Stella, and honestly, she's got 7, so I think she's just going to take the horror. It's not that big a deal yet. She doesn't have any spells or anything that she needs to do anything with, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, that is everything, I believe. Second is clue, and the clue is going to come from downtown. So we're going to put a clue token on downtown, and give me a second to shuffle this in. All right, that has been shuffled in, and that's her too. Let's go with Carson. Doom. Doom is going to happen at St. Erasmus house here, which means it goes on the sheet. Which means there are now 4 on the scenario sheet. And remember, let's see. Oh wait, when there's 8 or more Doom. I'm gonna put this over here. You guys can see. And we got a blank. Okay, he pulls a lot of blanks. And we got Stella. Blank. Okay. There's only 1 more blank. And that's horrible. So we get the cruel slaver responding at the unstable space. Oh. So it goes here. It doesn't move, it's a lurker. Move 1 Doom from this space to the center. Alright, so that's everybody. That is the completion of the Mythos phase. And cool. So that's about, what, 3 rounds or so? Wow, things are rough. Let's get all these guys flipped back over. I'm going to be honest, I think Father Mateo is going to have to go do some business. Alright, well, I think it's going to be it for this video. Just so you can kind of see where we're at. We've got Sinclair over here. He's got the Void Touch attached to him. Father Mateo is over here. Gonna maybe move and take care of this situation, or try to take care of that situation. And Bella is stuck in Kingsport with that rogue figure and in that anomaly. So that's a thing. Really, it looks like the way we've kind of got. We need to do 2 things. We need to get the encounter done where we can get that mask, and I think this is going to be the best way through here. She's going to have to work on that. Mateo needs to get this guy taken care of so that we don't add a whole bunch of stuff over here, because there's 3 Doom right here. So potentially, if we left through 3 rounds, that's 7 out of the 8 that's going to be on the back of that card, and that could be the end of us. So we don't want to go that route. Sinclair, I mean, honestly, probably Sinclair just needs to head over here too, and maybe go around this way to get to the high house and see what he can do there. Yeah, so that'll be kind of the plan for the next go round. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Hopefully you're enjoying this playthrough. I really enjoy Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. I know I've said it before. It's tough, but I really like the story elements. And I'm going to be honest, I think I'm starting to get to the point where my favorite things to do are campaigns. And I think I've been thinking about like what I want to do with the channel as far as my part in it. And I think campaigns maybe be where I want to go. Of course, right now it's hard to do because I don't have a place to do it, but eventually that's kind of where I'd like to land. Also, I want to encourage you, if you guys are out there and you're subscribed, you're watching this video, and you've got ideas for playthroughs or you've got ideas for topics that you want to talk about, let me know. Shoot me an email. And you've got my email down here in the comments in the section. I'll have it down there. Let's talk about that. All right. I want you to send me something. I'd love to do community videos. If you're not part of our Facebook group, Board Game Losers is on Facebook, which I know is slightly, I guess, antiquated with today. But hey, that's where we're at. So join us over there. But yeah, I would love to do videos. If you've got videos of your own topics you want to do, I'd love to post like community videos. Have you guys all send me in like whatever the topic is every week. You know, what's your favorite game? What's your favorite mechanic? What's your favorite themed game? What's your favorite publisher? Et cetera, stuff like that. Which, you know, that's not new. Rob Warren is the first person that I saw do that. But most importantly to me is getting the community involved, because you guys are what, you guys are out there, you have your own thoughts, and I've learned playing like Dice Tower East and just talking to other people, watching other content creators, learning about things that I didn't know about because they knew about it and I didn't. So I think that would be a great way to just get some things out there in the community that maybe somebody doesn't know about and give them a chance to experience that and learn more about that. So keep that in mind. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.